today's video, we're going to talk about the blues and how you can develop your own feel, your own touch, and most importantly, your own story while playing the blues. Grab your guitar, we're going to get started right after this. Hello, my name is David Wallerman. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping guitar players around the world find their unique voice on the instrument to tell their own musical personality. And today's lesson is exactly that. We're going to take small chunks of scales and create new ideas. And not only that, but we're also going to do it on a musical bed that has been heard over and over and over. So you might think, how can I be creative over something like this? A blues, a traditional blues in the key of G. You can get this backing track, by the way. The link is in the description of this video, so grab that backing track to go a little further. And you might think, well, yeah, how can I do this? This is in G, that means that I can use all my pentatonic licks, G minor pentatonic. You might learn a few more positions, but that's been heard over and over, right? And you are right. It has been heard over and over, but the exercise that I have today will help you with that. The idea is to take small chunks of scales. Now, scale positions on the guitar are only a means to help you memorize the scale, but in essence here, if we are using a minor pentatonic scale, we just have 5 notes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, same exact notes an octave higher and so far. Positions are just slices of the fretboard that help you memorize that scale. That is your alphabet. The idea when you're memorizing these is eventually to get outside of that and not think in terms of positions. And that's what we're going to do here. Instead of seeing these positions as traditional positions, such as position number 1, number 2, and so forth, we're going to take chunks of those. Sometimes we might combine them, but we're going to take very short segments. So for example, I'm going to go on the second position of G minor pentatonic, which you find starting from the second note, which is this one right here, low E string 6th fret. 2 notes per string. This is our second position, the full second position, frets 6, 8, 5, 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 6, 8, 6, 8. And we're going to focus on these 3 strings. For example, strings 3, 2, 1, frets 5, 7, 6, 8, 6, 8. So we extracted from our pentatonic scale a very narrow area of the fretboard of focus. And this kind of exercise research is going to be done without the backing track. So we've got these notes. What can we do with these notes? I don't know. We can do a lot of things. We can bend some of those. Now that's the note, that particular note, first string. That is the far right note. From your perspective, you've got a note that is left, right, left, right, left, right. We bend the right one because of where it falls with the fingers. The ring finger can be helped with the middle and the index, making it a little easier. But if you do this, you're targeting the same notes over and over within those scales. So why not bend the left note? That's one thing we do. That's one idea, one concept. And once you have one idea, for example, that bend thing, you start playing and experimenting. Okay, that's cool. That's a little uncomfortable, but that's good because if something is uncomfortable on the guitar, most likely other players are not going to go there. That's something that you should develop on your own so that it does not become uncomfortable anymore and that it will be part of something a little bit different from the masses. And that's kind of the idea. Here's another concept. Why not fill in all the empty notes? So instead of having 5, 7, we have 5, 6, 7. And then instead of 6, 8, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Now we filled in the blanks and now we have more notes to use. And maybe we could develop something where that note in between becomes bended. we can play a little bit with that. 10-15 minutes just kind of using that, and it's basically noodling with an idea, with a focus. Okay, that's kind of cool. Not something I would have come up with if I didn't sit down, isolate a short segment of a scale and develop something using that kind of idea. Okay, I like that. Let me show you how I played that. Third string, frets 5, 6, 7. And then here I took that segment, 6, 7, 8, but I went to 7 right away. And then on the first string, frets 6, 7, 8. So I've got 5, 6, 7, 7, which is that note in between. 5, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 8. And then bend 7. Once you have something that you're curious about, that's where you try it over the track. And we're going to do that. We're just going to use that short lick. And play it over the backing track. We'll see what happens. I kind of like that. Sometimes it doesn't really work. Well, take note of that and don't play it again. I really like that note. The in-between note. Oh, here's another one. New things are going to come up as you do this. Let me show you this one. I think it's worth learning. So same thing. These notes are extracted. This idea was born from this little segment. So what I'm doing here is I'm starting on the 8th fret of the first string, and then I'm moving on to the 2nd string, 7th fret, 3rd string, 6th fret, and I'm sweeping that. So it's a continuous movement with the right hand, up, up, up. It's not a chord. If it was a chord, I'd have all these notes played at the same time. I want one note at a time, so make sure one of these fingers frets the fret one at a time. And then I'm sliding down to reach that 3rd string, 5th fret. So we can develop that now. Yeah, that's cool. Combining both. That's kind of the research. So if you have to take anything from this talk, it's that I would love for you to find new ideas, taking a very narrow area of the fretboard, just a few strings, and spend enough time on this until something comes out. Don't think that because the backing track, the chord progression has been heard over and over and over, you need to play what's expected. Just really isolate a small segment of this. That's where the creativity can come up. It's making new words. It's basically kind of playing Boggle. You know Boggle? I love that dice game. You shuffle them, and then you've got a grid with different letters, and you're trying to find different matches. That's what we're doing on the instrument. All right, I hope this was beneficial. You can download this backing track for free. Again, the link is below. That'll take you to a sign-up page where I need your email so that I can send you this backing track. You'll also be added to my newsletter, but you can unsubscribe anytime. You can just grab the track, unsubscribe, you're good to go. And this will come in a zip file, probably. So you probably will need to download this from the computer so you can unzip that later on. If you have any trouble, just send me a message below. I'm always happy to answer those. Okay, this is your first visit. Thank you for stopping by. You should, if you liked this, consider subscribing, because every week 3 videos like this one come out, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. videos helping guitar players around the world find their voice on the guitar to tell their own musical story. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you very soon. Grab the backing track, practice well. Nobody can play the way you play on the guitar. I don't know if you knew that, but I thought it was worth mentioning as long as you spend time developing. I talk too much. I'll see you next time.